Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of Think Hero.
And this is Roth, the resident film and television geek.
And we're here today to discuss Warehouse 13, episode 10.
Breakdown.
And this episode actually was kind of like two stories in one.
Well, yeah, it was the Artie storyline and
Yes.
then the warehouse breaking down storyline and the analogy or the cross-cutting. Artie is talking about how, he's defending himself and his position in the warehouse and saying that, Micah and Peter are the consummate professionals. Meanwhile, they're back crashing the place and totally bringing it to a screeching halt.
To be fair, it was Claudia who...
It was Claudia. But Artie's, here's the thing. Artie's defending himself and his decision-making ability. Meanwhile, he sent Claudia, who repeatedly has caused nothing but chaos.
Yeah, well, that's her shtick now.
That's her thing. Last week, she got magnetically stuck to the wall, which was fun. And then he sends her back in to fix the magic vacuum, and of course all manner of chaos. She's using the artifacts to cool down her coke, which I actually thought was kind of fun.
I like that one because they brought it back at the end.
Yeah,
so.
and well, not only that, but I just kind of like the idea. If that's going to be Claudia's thing, then it'll be fun to see the artifacts used that way in kind of a mundane capacity.
Yeah, you know what? It reminds me of kind of if you ever watched Lois and Clark.
Yeah.
Like Clark Kent would always use his like superpowers for mundane things, like he'd heat up his coffee with his,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a fun thing, and that's Claudia's shtick, and I'm okay with that. I think Claudia that's fun.
Well, she's my favorite character.
Yeah,
so.
she's my favorite character. We were saying she's got a little
the shades
flavor.
of V Mars, Veronica Mars,
a little flavor of her.
Kristen Bell, but I do like her the most. I probably like Peter second most.
Peter pissed me off this episode. Here's the thing. Okay, it's like in the Scooby Gang. In Buffy, if you guys watched Buffy, you had Xander, and Xander was kind of that guy who just was bumbly and silly and didn't have a superpower, and he wasn't the sharpest tool in the box, and he would just kind of screw things up, but he would come through sometimes. I feel like every character in this show is Xander, and that's the part that's kind of bugging me, is that it's ostensibly speaking, they each have like their individual roles, but they're not being developed. They're not happening. I mean, nobody would be walking through the most dangerous danger zone in the dangerous warehouse when it's about to explode, when the power's going out, when the most dangerous objects are having the power go out on them and they're not protected anymore. Nobody would stop and say, "Hey, little guy, what you in for, hardy har har?" Much less this guy that's supposed to be the consummate professional secret agent man.
Yes.
I mean, it's so lazy on the part of the writers that to move the plot forward, they have their characters do consistently stupid things that are out of character.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even moving the plot forward. I think what they do is they don't have time in the episode, so they want to create another situation or crisis.
That's what I'm saying, to move the plot forward, to create a situation or crisis, to up the ante on the crisis, to move their plot forward. They will sacrifice their characters and their characters' development every single time.
Yes. Me in particular, the thing I hated the most was the whole, when he did get stuck, then Micah and Claudia tried to get back into the room, and Claudia was like pressing on the key code. And then Micah's like, "Oh, no, we don't got time for that." Comes and kicks it, and then it works. It works.
Yeah, and then magically it works.
So you can kick down secret government keypads, and the door will open. Yeah,
and then Claudia. Okay, so then this is the next. Claudia, after that happens, goes down to take off the sticky string, the magic sticky string, and I'm fine with the artifacts. Are kind of fun. They're really fine with me. They're silly.
Yes.
It's fine. But so in that moment, what would you do? Would you take off the protective gloves so that what's clearly uncontrollably sticky is now on your skin? Yes. According to the show, you would.
Yeah.
Escalating the crisis once again. I think that this show can be fun. I think the CG is horrible.
Yes, the dodgeball, the original, one of the first artifacts that kind of.
Well, when Claudia's like, whoa!
Yeah, well, that's the green screen when she was going on a zip line through the warehouse. Yeah. the green screen was pretty awful.
Yeah.
We do the same thing here.
Yeah.
And then the dodgeball, it was like so fake looking.
Yeah.
And then, oh man.
But I mean, it can't, you know what, and I don't even really care. Like, to me, that's sometimes like the lower rent quality adds to the fun for me because it's really silly, you know, and I hope that our lower rent quality, but you know, sometimes the lower rent quality can add to the fun, but so I think the show has aspects of that silliness and that fun, but I do not see there any integrity at all in keeping with their characters.
Oh, no.
It's just anything that they need them to do to move forward the particular plot that week, they'll do it. It doesn't matter if that person would not do that. If no person would do that, you know? And that's what they did that to Micah for a while. They just kept having her do, for somebody that's supposed to be so smart, do something really stupid. And then Pete in that moment would not do that. Why would he do that?
Just so they can create another crisis, basically. Yeah. I did like the part where they got stuck in the bed and breakfast house.
I liked that too.
With the painting and how they couldn't get out and how every time they went through a door or a window, they came back in.
Yeah, I like the bed and breakfast.
That was my favorite part of the episode.
I like that. I like the bed and breakfast part. And then again, for me, just something really randomly silly, like out of control silly can win me over. So Pete running back in and the girls are in crisis and he runs back in and he goes, "Chicks!"
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, the episode just won me over with that one word. Like, the fact that he yelled "chicks" is awesome. And then he's playing with the string, and he takes out the snow globe, and he goes, "Hey, hey, hey!" I'm like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah. So for me, I like Peter's second favorite character because he does stuff like that.
I like him, and I think that stuff is fun and funny. It's just that when the show loses me is when they insult my intelligence so much that they have someone do something so incredibly stupid that I cannot believe that they would.
Yeah, for me, it's either they do something stupid or they have something that's just totally illogical. And I'm not talking about in the mythical sense with an artifact or something, but like something like the key code thing. Like, that just wouldn't happen. For me, the part where they're in the restaurant with the I guess they're called the Regents, the higher up Warehouse 13 people, and it starred guest starred Mark Shepard, who is the lawyer in Battlestar Galactica,
among other things.
Yes, he's in Dollhouse. He's in Dollhouse. To me, that whole thing was totally unnecessary. It was like they spent that time. He comes in. Basically, the end result is the same as it was before. It's
basically that now he has license to kill. In a sense, you know what I mean? He's got license to break the rules in order to take down McPherson, except that we're not invested enough in McPherson enough to know that that's totally necessary and be scared of him. It's just, they're asking us to buy into stuff so quickly. Yeah. Overall, I would say that there were fun aspects to this episode, and more I just let things go. But every once in a while, they'll just do something like with the Peter thing that just pisses me off so much that I'm actually angry at the show.
Yeah, the Peter thing bothered me, and the whole kicking the keypad down and the door opening bothered me, because those are just logical impossibilities.
You wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'd sooner believe, they had an artifact that caused a mystical unicorn come in than that stuff, because that stuff's not...
Ooh, I would like to see a mystical unicorn sci-fi. Those are our thoughts. Let us know yours.
Yeah, you can post comments on the website below. Or
you can post comments on YouTube, and make sure to join the Think Hero, subscribe to the Think Hero YouTube account.
Or you can follow us on Twitter at Think Hero.
At JRossC.
All right, see you guys later.